Okay, so we're just going to jump right into it. I don't know if you heard the full session that Dawn did. She covered a session for Millennial Business Summit called Business Strategies for Profitability in a Recession. And there was a quote, there was a line that she said in there, and it was bonuses and not discounts. So before I give my commentary on it, take a listen and then we can dive in.
A little bit more of like the intangible value. We still want to talk about that, but we are going to have to quantify a little bit what those real dollar returns are to your clients. So here are some strategies for those create buy now decisions. I am not one who likes to do a lot of discounting. I don't do it in the coffee business. I don't do it in the strategy business. And the reason is because a lot of times people are discounting to try to drive sales when they're actually lowering their value in the marketplace. So I am somebody who likes bonuses and not discounts. So right now, anywhere that you can bonus can really help that buyer, make that buy now decision. So if they were going to wait for a little bit longer and you say, well, listen, there's this bonus if you do it within X amount of time, not false scarcity, but just a bonus opportunity to help them make that decision. That does not cut into your profits, and that does not cut into your overall revenues, right? So we want to bonus and not discount. We want to describe the value, and if it's appropriate, the affordability in your marketing. All right. Price also. So now people are price shopping on those websites a lot more than they used to be. Used to be book a discovery call and then we'll discuss pricing. No, people want to either opt themselves in or opt themselves out of your pricing before they get on the call. They don't want to get on a call and feel like, I wasn't expecting that amount. They want to know what they're in for. So now it's very important to talk about that price up front, and very affordable if that is part of the strategy that you can use. And again, that positive return on investment and why they should do that. One of the biggest things is this consistency and stability in the marketplace. There are a lot of businesses that close down during recessions. We just know that happens. There are a lot of businesses that struggle. They cut back services. They cut back offers. One of the things that actually in our own small community is we have 2 specialty retail stores that will be closing. And they're closing for different reasons. They didn't say that they were having any financial issues, but the thing is at least as a business strategist, if you were really being profitable and successful, we would hire somebody to run that store for you so you would still continue to make that revenue. So I don't know for sure all the reasons behind it, but because of this, the consistency and stability of that business it's going to make other people question a new retail store popping up in that location, whether or not they're going to be there in a year. So consistency and stability in the marketplace requires you to always be front and present in the mind of your buyer, that you are consistent, you are stable, you're going to be there, you're going to be continue serving, which is why I don't recommend cutting that marketing budget first. That's where people see the expense and they go, oh, I don't know. We just need, to tweak our marketing. Maybe we need to tweak our message a little bit to talk about price, talk about value in a little bit more of a dollar conscious way, talking about that firm return on investment and being consistent and stable. It'll increase your trust factor. Right now, it used to take 7 to 15 touch points for someone to make a little bit more of like the intangible value. We still want to talk about that, but we are going to have to quantify a little bit what those real dollar returns are to your clients. So here are some strategies.
Now, that was good, right? She literally, well, let's back up. Whenever you are selling something, especially if you have a closed cart system, meaning there's a period of time that it's open and everything is available for purchase, and then there's a period of time where you close and you say, oh, I'm not taking any clients. This item is not for sale. It, whenever you are trying to get someone to purchase, um, having a place of putting a fire, light a fire under them, it's always helpful in moving that needle. It's always helpful in getting them to take action today as opposed to saving it and saying, oh, I'll do it later, because a lot of times that's what happens. Oh, I'll do this later. You're on Instagram and you're finding stuff that's cool and fancy and you want it. You bookmark it and say, oh, I'll buy this later. And 9 times out of 10, you don't ever come back to it. You don't ever make the purchase. It's very, very, very rare that you come back to it and make that purchase. But when there's urgency involved and you feel as if, oh, I need this and I need it now, then you make the purchase now. Oh, I need this and I need it now. Oh, this is what I've been looking for. You go ahead and make the purchase as opposed to saying, I'll come back to it later. And so there's many different ways that you can create the urgency. And one common way that everyone loves, a lot of people love to do, that is literally saying, okay, let's go ahead and let's just cut the prices and put everything on sale. Well, when it's on sale, the thought is the value isn't the same. Maybe it's not going to last as long. Maybe it's not as efficient. Because think about it. Typically, when things go on sale, it's because it's out of season, it's out of stock. Our business is closing, and we're not going to be here much longer. So we have to get rid of all of our stuff. It is not as good as it was when we first got it. It's damaged slightly. So the discounting, just generically speaking, the discounting tells us that something isn't all the way right about it. That's how it is when we are, thinking about buying a new dress or buying a new outfit. If it's discounted, then it's out of season. It's something, right? And whenever you're discounting, what ends up happening is, especially if you're doing it on a regular basis, you're teaching your buyers, don't buy from me until I put it on sale. So it's difficult to have a constant price revenue set up because people are constantly saying, oh, well, don't buy it now. She'll put it on sale at some point. That's not what you want. You want to be able to drive steady and constant revenue. And if people know that, oh, well, she's always marking stuff down, don't ever buy it at the rate that she's offering it. Because if you just wait, she'll mark it down. So that also speaks to you as a business person. Oh, if you're always marking things down, then she must not know how to price correctly. Because if she knew how to price correctly, she wouldn't always be marking it down later for selling later. So these are all things that are a part of the thought process when you're making your purchase. I would love for you to take a listen at the rest of the Millennial Business Summit. The videos, you can find them here on YouTube. If you go to the millennialbusinesssummit.com and go ahead and sign up, you'll be able to get all the replays. But in addition to that, you'll also receive a workbook, and you'll have access to the course that Don has put together for us, where you'll have that option, that access to, make sure all your business finances are in place like they need to be. And so having that space and that assistance to make sure you're able to walk through is definitely important. It's needed and it's helpful. So make sure you dive in. If you have any questions, let me know, and go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts is behind how you create urgency for your clients. Do you give bonuses? Do you do discounts? Or just do you do something else altogether? Go ahead, let us know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.